And you, bitch, and you is mad. You hoes mad because I'm pretty, bitch. That's what it is.
Message, bitch. Message, hoe. Pussy ass hoe, message, bitch.
Hey guys, this is Infamous Chi Chi YouTube channel. So thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. So make sure you like, share, show some love. You know, this is your boy Infamous Chi Chi. Thank you. Hey y'all, what's up? How are you guys doing on this lovely motherfucking pretty ass sick me is Thursday? Let me just take this goddamn green screen off because this shit's fucking up. I was trying to get y'all a new bed screen, but it ain't working out for the world, so we just gonna go back with it. So it's alright. But unfortunately, hey, how you guys doing tonight? I can't get that green screen together, so I need to like clean up my house. So how y'all doing? Y'all already know it's the motherfucking key session with motherfucking the only motherfucking pretty one, which is me. So I hope you guys stay tuned. I hope you guys, enjoy the video. Tonight we're going to talk about healing after a breakup, or healing after a relationship, or just healing in the process, period. So make sure you guys come in, like, and share. I got two gifts I'm gonna open up in momentarily. Um yeah, but we just gonna come in and key real quick. I just can't, like I said, this video is about healing after after a relationship. Um, you said it wasn't too bad, Auntie. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Auntie said it wasn't too bad. I didn't want y'all to be in here complaining, but I have a lot of people that like to complain. Oh, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't. She was right. Just because my shirt yellow right here, so it's gonna be gloomy. I already know. Work, help. Just work it out. Shit. I ain't want y'all, but um, yeah. I just like I said, we're gonna be talking about healing after relationships, and I'm gonna put the link in there. It's gonna, like I said, I'm trying to do my key sessions different, so I give everybody to come in and talk and give their little piece of how about they feel or what they feel or whatever. But yeah. So my first gift is from They gave me some ball. Yes, my first gift is from ball. They gave me some more slide. And so I got white and I got blue. Period. Thanks, ball. I don't know if y'all can see that. But yeah. So we really finna get into some things. Like I said, healing after this ball, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna take this ring screen out. I'm gonna take it out. So y'all can see okay, boom. You good. This is ball. The ball gave me my own little personal bottle. So we're gonna chit chat and we're gonna do this in the name of ball of healing after relationships. Like I said, come on in, like and share and like. We're just gonna chit chat for a second. I'm gonna give y'all less an hour of my time. Um, you know, we're just gonna sit here and talk some shit real quick. And this is my own bottle about Maddie. This is my own. Y'all heard that saying? How Maddie? Yeah, so we're talking about healing in relationships. Healing after relationships. So just come on in, feel nice, like the show. So somebody wrote me today in my inbox, and she was like, "Chi, I want you to talk about healing in relationships." So, sister, come on up. Come get you a cup. Mm. Okay, we're back. Yes, I smoked earlier, but when I leave, after I leave y'all already know where I'm going. So, like I said, somebody she wrote me earlier, and she said she really wanted me to, like share this, or she really wanted me to talk about this. And like I said, I'm going to open the lines up so everybody could come in, and everybody could, share, whatever they've been through, like everybody share. My thing is about healing in relationships. I won't say I had bad relationships, but it's been times where it was somebody who I really, really liked it, and I don't really think they really, like really seen it for me like that. Which I ain't got on there and rings, but yeah, I don't think they really seen it for me like that. So, I didn't, like that. It didn't make me feel no type of way. But healing, you have to be confident, baby. Healing, everything starts within self, and you have to feel right about yourself. You get what I'm saying? So no matter what you go through, it's always a healing process. And most people take a long time to heal. Most people take short time to heal. By me being molested, I could talk about me being molested, and sometimes I suffer from things, or I act out in situations where, give me 1 second, y'all know I'll be sharing this on Facebook. I act out where in situations where I fuck up. Like, bitch, I reevaluate myself too. And sometimes people, you have to reevaluate yourself. My situation was by me being molested, um and by me being younger, people always picked on me. So when I sometimes I feel like people is always attacking me when they're giving me good advice. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes I'm gonna use TS as a situation. Sometimes when TS tell me things which is true, or which things that I know I need to stop doing, what I'm saying? I feel like she's attacking me, what I'm saying? Because when I was younger, everybody that was older than me, what I'm saying, they talked really, he was always, like very derogatory, like very derogatory in some sort. You get what I'm saying? So, and I'm still going through the healing process of that. You know what I'm saying? As a grown man, like that happened to me from the ages of 3 to probably like 8. Maybe. So I'm still going through the healing process of that. So, no matter what you're going through, you have to. Healing is good, but it don't have no it that you it don't really specify of how long you're supposed to heal or what age you're supposed to heal. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I go back to when I was younger, or some of the things that I went through as a child, and in my grown life, I feel that I'm not healed from. You know what I'm saying? Even though I try to get over and get past it, I don't like nobody really raising their voice at me. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was younger, my auntie always, made me feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like it's shit like that. So, and by me being grown, I'm still going through, I'm still healing from that. Relationship wise, I've probably been in like 3 serious relationships, and like I said, I get really I only learn from my past relationships. Me, you never know what nobody really. To me, people will tell you one thing and make you feel like people will say one thing and they doing another. What's up, Shayla? Um, you know what I'm saying? So in a relationship, it takes two people. It takes you and the partner to bring everything together. If you and your partner is not on the same page in the beginning in the beginning of your relationship, you and your partner is not going to be on the same page at the end of relationships. My thing with people when they jump in relationships, some people jump into relationships knowing that the relationship is not going to work, and you still pull and try to glue it and stick it and bitch nail it and bitch mold it back together when you already knew from the jump the foundation was never solid. And I always tell you this, most people know that the foundation is not solid. And we tend to try to hold on to things, and we tend to try to do this, and we tend to try to do that. And reality, we know that it really was not it was not meant from the jump. So most people we tend to fuck up in the beginning when we already know it's not meant in the beginning. Me, the reason why I'm single because I don't want to rush. I'm not desperate. I'm not like, like down hard looking for love. But like it's like I want a friend, like a companionship. But I'm not really like bitch finna be out there, bitch finna break my neck, willing to sacrifice bitch anything or anybody to, what I'm saying, to be bitch have a companionship. But most of us in a relationship, we know from the beginning it's not gonna work, and I don't know why we think that we try to hold on. Like I talk to friends right now that like at first I liked them, but now bitch we just key. Like I'm having the key session with y'all. That's how I be treating them. Like bitch, I would never ever feel the same way again. And bitch, don't be scared to get your heart broke. You know what I'm saying? Like bitch, you have to get your heart broke and understand your heart. But if you don't understand your heart from the beginning, bitch, I don't know what to tell you. You feel me? If you don't understand your heart from the beginning, baby, I don't understand. You have to, bitch, you got to love yourself. Healing starts with loving yourself. And if you was in a relationship for 10 to 15 years and you did and you was the best that you could be, you still the best that you be, still be the best you could be. Still be the best bitch that you could motherfucking be. But it takes two. It takes two. It takes two for everything. Ain't no I in team, bitch. The football player don't win just for the quarterback. The football player win because all the other players that's playing on the motherfucking team. But sometimes you get in a relationship knowing that you just a team player, and they just be waiting for they come up. Okay, Chi-Town says she have a question. Chi-Town, I'm sorry, he or she. I'm talking to this guy who is dealing with depression now, but I don't know. I didn't know that in the beginning. Now he's emotionally available, but because he's on new medication, but I love him now. Okay, listen, dealing with depression, and when I was younger, you have to see when he was young. See, it all goes back to when you was a child, because certain things can trigger depression. You know what I'm saying? So you have to dig into what happened to him when he was younger. But if you love him, bitch, work through it. Everybody, everybody gets depressed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go through certain things in life that cause them to feel some type of way, or you know what I'm saying. But if you love him, like you say you love, and most people like to say love, but bitch, how really deep is your love? Like how how willing are you to bitch be with this nigga, or how much you willing to sacrifice to be with him? You know what I'm saying? And most people like, oh bitch, I love you, but bitch, how much do you love me? Like you say you love me, but how much do you love me? I don't think that you shouldn't break up with him. Try it out. Help him get through it. You might help him. Yes, you been missing out, Gene. Where you been at? You feel me? Y'all have to. What's up, Mike W? And sometimes, like, bitch, you got to step out on faith. Y'all be scared to step out on faith. Y'all be scared. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. You got to do what you got to do, baby. And bitch, that's why I'm chilling. I ain't in no rush. I'm just taking one step at a time. I got these glasses from SOS Kiss. She wrote me. She in here. She sent me these glasses. I forgot her name. But I'm so tired though for that. I know y'all. Let me eat it though. I think you sent me a hold on. It says, Dear Chichi, I just know you will be giving Boosty calling realness for these hoes nerves in these glasses. Bitch, I hope you feeling them. Love you lots. Good Judy. Lori. Thanks, Lori. And I did like these glasses, Lori, because they motherfucking you got them from ASOS. These my glasses from ASOS from Lori. But I'm still talking my shit. So I never been in a relationship that was abusive. The only relationship that I ever been in, I mean, not been in, but the only thing that when I was younger, my auntie verbally abused me, and when I was being molested, I was sexually abused. So those like the only two things. And then after that, I just went numb, you know. And my mom, she wanted to talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it at that time. Like I didn't want to talk about my molestation because I had already buried it somewhere. I don't know where that I thought I buried it, but like I told you guys, I still suffer. I'm still going through my healing process at 32 years old because like even though things happen to you, you never forget things. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations, anybody could like say something, or it could take you back to that point. You know what I'm saying? To trigger you. So my thing is, what triggers me to go back to me being molested or whatever, or me being when people raise their voice. Like I don't like confrontational. I'm not really like confrontation-ish. That's not really a good thing for me. I don't really do that. Yeah, I'm not. I don't really like confrontation. I never see my mom go through anything like that. As a child, I never see my mom be physically, mentally, or verbally abused. I never really seen her go through none of that as a child. My household was never really like that. The only bitch was getting the ass was me because I was hard headed as fuck and I did what the fuck I wanted to do because I don't know, that was just me. I was just hard headed. But yeah, like I don't know. And I see people in relationships and I see and I'm always looking but to me, if you really love someone, you won't cheat on them. To me, this is just me speaking, hypothetically speaking. Um, if you love someone, you won't cheat on them. If you love someone, I think you should do every day. You should be something new. Like every day, you should try to like refresh your love, or like every day you should try to do something. Oh, thank you. Every day you should try to do something like different or something, spectacular. Yes, I do, I do, Shatan. I understand, and I'm going to do an open forum about molestation. I posted a link in there, so if you guys want to come through and talk about your previous relationships or your present relationships, and you want to help someone get through a healing process, then hey, my channels is always open for people to come through and express themselves. Because I feel like if you talk it out with people, you'll probably get a better understanding of yourself. But yeah, I never seen my mom go through that, so I don't know how to feel. But I'm just taking my time. Like we rush ourselves to try to be in a relationship that we really don't know our partner. I miss you too, Faye. And damn, like I feel like you should love yourself. If a bitch love you, how they say they love you, but see, like I think that people take that love word like they use it in the wrong ways though. Because see, bitch, me, if I fucks with you, it's nothing that you can get from me. Now, if you my nigga, that's a whole nother value. I'ma always make sure my nigga good. I'ma always make sure our household good. I'ma always make sure that me and him good. If we living in the same space, our shit gonna be taken care of before anybody else shit be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? But I have to make sure that we on the same page because sometimes nobody is on the same. Like you be on two different chapters in life. You know what I'm saying? He or she might be on the chapter where like fuck this bitch. I'm gonna use everybody. I'm gonna use everybody, and such and such, and you might be on the chat the way, like, bitch, hey, I'm gonna give him a try. I'm gonna try to help him build him up, and I'm gonna try to help him get him a job, and I'm gonna try to. But what I learned, if a bitch don't want to help themselves, you don't motherfucking help. If a bitch ain't trying, you shouldn't be trying either to help that bitch because they ain't trying. Because first thing you got to start with self. Yourself gotta want you gotta want better for yourself. You gotta want better for yourself. And some hoes don't want better for themselves. Some hoes want hoes to want better for them, but they ain't gonna motivate them though. Bitch, I love you. And I know what I possess. I know what I could give. I know what it is. I know what it takes to be in a relationship. And the strongest thing that you have in a relationship is trust and communication. And if you don't have trust and communication, bitch, you don't have a relationship. You don't have no relationship. And my thing is, I like to talk. I'm gonna start doing funny shit on my live. Like, I mean, on my YouTube channel to get like start doing more funny shit. But y'all know I'm a talker because I felt like when I was younger I didn't have a voice. So by me getting older, bitch, I'm gonna talk. Bitch, I'm gonna say what the fuck I got to say. Bitch, I couldn't say it when I was younger. And every time I said, what was going on, people thought I was lying. So they push it under the rug. So bitch, I'm a talker. I like to talk. I like to bitch have conversations. I want to know what's going on with people's mindset. So I want to know what's going on in your mind. I want to know what's going on, like what happened to you as a child. Do we share the same similarities in stories, or did you have a mean aunt that was really nasty to you? They call you all faggots. They made you feel, some type of way where you're being molested. Like, bitch, what is the tea? I want to know. So, bitch, I like this out. And the key to a strong relationship is communication. I want to know what's going on. Period. What's up, Vanessa? Hey, everybody. You feel me? And sometimes I think people be scared to talk. Hold on, we finna bring Mike W in here. Hold on.
Hey, Chi Chi.
What's up, handsome? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm just coming
So
in,
yeah, so
enjoying
today
the
we're talking about
conversation.
healing in relationships. That's what we're talking about. So have you ever been in a situation in your younger years or right now where you went through something that you needed to heal from? Were you ever in a abusive relationship, a verbal abusive relationship, a physical abusive relationship, or like just explain your story, explain your healing process.
So yeah, I've pretty much been in a relationship, not sexually abused, in a relationship. I unfortunately do come from that from my younger life, but in my relationships, no, I funny is or not funny, but my last relationship that I actually just got out of probably 6 7 months ago, very verbally abusive, mentally abusive, um, which was my longest gay relationship, I guess if you will, with a man. And so early on in it, it was just a lot of things I really didn't, it was hard for me to accept another man standing in my face calling me a bitch, a punk. And when I
Listen
was,
to me. Pause.
hmm,
Now I just said in the beginning, we already know it don't be shit. They already show us signs from the beginning. And
yeah,
you just said from the beginning, that's the way
absolutely,
that it started. But go
absolutely.
ahead. I'm gonna
Well,
go ahead.
yeah, because um, you I think it comes. Here's what I learned in all of that. What I was in love with was the idea of this, of who I thought this person could be. That because I did have to go through therapy, right? Because it really did break me down mentally. Here's where it got really crazy. Even though I knew mentally, because I mean I'm talking like when I got in a relationship, excluded me from all of my friends. I didn't hang out with anybody. I wasn't really allowed to. If I did, it was just arguments and always accused of getting cheating and just one thing after another. No privacy with my phone. Like everything had to be open always, which I was good with, right? But it was always a double-edged sword because, you know, I couldn't do certain things, but you know, my ex could still do certain things. So we went through this whole makeup to or breakup to makeup type thing. You know, I had finally got to a point where I thought I'd had enough about 2 years ago. But then through loneliness, after about a year of being separated, I started to reach out to him again. And I realized at the point it was loneliness that is the reason why I did.
It was loneliness or it was lustfulness?
It was loneliness because I was still having sex with other men. Like I was still there wasn't any issue there as far as, you know, relieving any of that energy. It truly was lustfulness. I thought that there was change that had came along, and ended up getting back into the relationship with him, moving into his place while trying to buy my own place. And this is what really nailed. I mean, everybody always told me, Mike, for 9.5 years when I was with him, Mike, you need to wake up, man. You are in a situation where you are loving more than you're getting, right? So I'm in the middle of trying to buy a place much bigger than the one we were living in. And my suggestion to him was, why don't we move into my place for a year, rent yours, move into my place for a year. I'm going to refi next year. And then, you know, we'll have my place, your place, we'll have rental property. Then we can look into moving to a home or, you know, move into another house, do it all over again, whatever that wants to be. Absolutely refused to move. Made every excuse under the sun. And that's when I realized I moved here to help you fight with your dream. And now that it's my turn, you don't want to do the exact same thing. And that was really the nail in the coffin that really like did it for me and walked away. What my healing is that through therapy, I really had to understand, because it really hurt me at the end of the day to realize that I spent 9 years with this man. And at the end of the day, I was not the one for him. And the crazy thing is, I used to tell him in the beginning, Tom, you know, I don't want to say his name, sorry. I used to say, I'm not the one for you. If I was, all I'm asking for, because his biggest problem is that he didn't have emotional maturity. He didn't know how to, like to your point, you know, talk. Let's talk through some of these issues that we're having. Let's not put a Band-Aid over it, because as we all know, that's not going to do anything.
Hell, fuck nah.
And for so many years, unfortunately, I tried to put the Band-Aid over it, because again, what my therapy allowed me to see is that I was in love with the idea of who I wanted this man to be. And unfortunately, as they say, I was in love with a dream. You know, I wasn't in love with the real person. And once I was able to realize that I'm not in love with him, I was able to walk away. So, and that's where that healing came from. So I would definitely say that I'm still kind of going through some of it a little bit, because I definitely have some trust issues. I literally just told someone the other day, I don't want to hear shit nobody else got to say. I want to see you move. If you say you love me, let move.
And see, me, my thing is the way I'm set up in life, bitch, actions speak louder than words, bitch.
Exactly.
Because bitch, if you can't show me, because bitch, if I'm showing you by the little, like I said, it's the little things that keep everything going. For me, it's just the little things. You know what I'm saying? It should be the little things. But most people,
effort. That's all I'm asking for. Just show a little.
And most people don't have that though.
No, and well, it's because, and I hate to say it, right, but I feel like because in today's society, we live in a city girl world.
Oh,
right?
You said that in the comments. I seen you.
Everybody want a bag. Everybody want, you know, they want someone they want to jump on a coattail, or they want to do this and they want to do that. Yes, I do consider myself as as a black man. You know, I am educated. I do hold a degree. I do hold a professional job. So I do make a certain amount of income that I can live very comfortably. With that said, I'm looking for somebody to help me build on that, right? If I'm gonna do it all alone, I don't need you. So therefore, I'm just gonna flip you a bag, fuck you, and I'm out. So, and that's the kind of relationship that we're gonna have. And if you're okay with that, then I'm okay with that. But at the end of the day, what I'm not gonna give you is my heart. So I tell them all the time, either you can get a bag or you can get my heart. The choice is really up to you, because I'm not giving out both. And a lot of people just don't seem to understand. And I say young people because I am 47 years old. A lot of the younger people just don't seem to understand that if you can get my heart, then you can get everything else, right?
Well, my thing is, Mike, what age? Oh, well, because clearly you don't stop because you 47 and you fucking it going. Right.
Well,
My,
no, it's just like I
what
said.
age? What age? What age does the meaningless sex stop?
Oh no, I'm already at that age. I'm not doing that anymore. Like I said, I could if I want, but like I literally just posted something earlier today that said when you get mature, right? At maturity, sex doesn't do anything for you. There needs to be a vibe. There needs to be a connection. And so I am at that point now where, yes, I may be able to, orally kind of play around and do stuff with, I got a little friend that I can, play around with or whatnot. But when it comes down to truly opening up, right, and getting into very intimate spaces, which I feel is intercourse and sex, I'm just not in that place, right? And I feel like before I can get into that place, I need to have a connection with you. I need to have a vibe with you because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that we can kind of elevate this. You know what I'm saying? I'm because again, at the end of the day, if I just wanted to fuck and do that, I can. Like I feel like sex is very easy to get, unfortunately, in the gay community. Like I mean, it is what it is, but I want something on a deeper level. You know what I'm saying? I want my heart to feel something. I want my mind to feel something. I want to feel them butterflies in my belly when my phone rings. You know?
Totally get you. Hold
Yeah.
on, don't go nowhere. Let me bring Eugene in, Chad. Let me see what he's talking about. Hold
All
on.
right.
Hello. Clearly, I can.
Yeah, you know what? Not today.
Oh, I can hear you now. What's the thing?
Um, I think I've went through being married, right? I've went through a lot of phases through marriage where I had to heal in marriage. Bijan made a statement that he had to learn himself. So I think one of the things my husband and I did was committed to the end. In committing to the end, there I think it was Kimberly or somebody said communication is one of the key things. There are times we literally tell each other I love you but I don't like you right now. We had to learn that it's okay to tell your partner, your lover, hey, I really just don't like you right now, and really be honest about that. And sometimes we've been married for a while, sometimes we go through a whole 2 or 3 months where we don't have sex at all with each other, like period. And then we come together, and then there's times where it's a month or two where we have sex every day. So I think it's just one of those elements of learning your partner, finding who your partner is, if you choose to have a partner. There have been things in my life, past relationships, past marriage to the opposite gender, um, a lot of things that caused a lot of hurts, caused a lot of pain. So for me, I had to, my husband helped me to get my voice, but my husband was able and willing to commit to, hey, you need to go see a therapist. Hey, you need to go to the doctor just to check on your health. Things like that made our relationship, and we're friends. So I don't look at him as we're really honestly friends. Like you're around us sometimes. So we genuinely like each other. And when we don't like each other, we don't like each other. And
Yeah,
you
because
don't
you
like
could be
me,
aggravating.
I can. But just just like you said about someone else, I've never said anything that was to hurt you. I've
Mm.
said things that were to, hey, think about it from this perspective because this is that. And my, believe it or not, really honestly and truthfully, do you know who I got that from?
But
My husband. Me and him totally have switched roles. What you see now was me when we first met, and what, yeah, and he's me when we first met, and I'm him when we first met. So you go through role reversals and all of that. So with that being said, I just think it's like some people can choose to stick it out in a relationship if they're honest enough and open enough to have open and honest communication. Where
Y'all,
at
go
times,
ahead. I hear you. Keep talking.
where at times it's like, I forgot my train of thought. Do I worry with my partner? No, I don't. You know why I don't? Because me and my partner have a very, me and my husband have a very open, honest relationship where we tell each other any and everything. So if that was the case, he would tell me, or if he had an interest, he would tell me. We know what each other likes. We know what each other don't like. We're very open. We're very honest. We had to get to that point. We had to grow to that point because there was a point where it was over for both of us and we was like, we gonna walk away from it. And in that moment, we like kind of took a moment, and when you realize that you're together for a reason or a purpose, it's different than when you're together. And I don't mean financially, I don't mean for a place to stay, I don't mean for that. I mean when that's your soulmate, it's totally different. um, and you know that's your soulmate. The day I met my husband, like literally the day I met him, when he opened my car door, my first words to him was, God said, you're going to be my husband. His instant reaction was, you say what? And he was getting ready to get out.
I mean, what y'all
So
moving furniture over there? Who somebody cooking and cleaning?
who you think that is when every time I go live, who do you think that is?
I hope that ain't mom.
Exactly. There you go. You know exactly who it was.
Oh my god. Yes, I'm on YouTube right now, y'all. I'm on Instagram. Go ahead. Where's your husband? Would your husband like to share his piece? He's sleeping.
You talk if your good sister is in these comments, I'm pretty sure if you want her to come in, she will
Oh,
come
I
in
ain't
for
receive
you.
she. I ain't know he was in the comment. Yes, I
Child,
need
if
y'all
we
to
wasn't in these
take y'all
comments, we would
faces
get
over here
aired
to
out.
my YouTube. We need y'all on YouTube.
Who on YouTube?
I'm telling my people on Instagram.
Oh, okay. So, in essence, I think it was a lot of growth and maturity. We literally kind of broke our marriage down to build up different phases. We rebuilt our friendship. We
Hey,
rebuilt our
baby.
partnership. We rebuilt a lot of it because we had principles of trust, right? And so in our friendship, because we were friends for a long time first, trust was our foundation. In our marriage, trust is not our foundation. God is our foundation in our marriage. So we had to break one of the foundations. Each relationship, like we went from friends to roommates to dating to marriage. Each relationship, lyric, each relationship or each phase of our relationship is
Mike, pay
different.
attention now, cause your ass back. Hold on, let me get Mike together. Now you back in here now. Shit now.
No, I was getting ready to drop a comment. I was getting ready to ask them how long they've been together.
Oh,
I think this is
Kane,
like
come to
all
my YouTube
together
channel and click the link.
total. I think we've been together for 8 years total, like friends, roommates, partners, married. We've been married for 4.
Head
So
to my
how long
YouTube channel,
together
Kane.
intimately though? Excluding
Um,
friend and getting to know one another, how long do you think you guys have been together very intimately?
Probably 6 years, because the first 2 years we were roommates. There was no sex. Then, of course, one night something happened, and and then it was kind of like I wanted to date him. I knew he was my husband. I did everything, and he was like, he never said no. He always said, until God tells me, then you're not
Head
the
to
one
my
for
YouTube
me.
channel, Giovanni.
And are you guys in an open marriage?
No, our marriage is very close, but we have a clear understanding, and that is be honest. Be honest about your wants, be honest about your needs, be honest about your dislikes, be honest about your likes, because that goes into what somebody else in the comments said. I think it was Kimmy or something that said, I have to teach you how to love me. And even I think Chi-Town talked about triggers. Even now, there was a situation when I think she first started coming around where something happened and it was a trigger for me. Nobody knew it was a trigger. I had to apologize to Chi and him and everybody else because what had happened was a trigger, but I didn't know it was a trigger, and I had to tell
Wait, hold
Chi
on. Let me
that.
tell you. Hold on. She ain't know it was a trigger. I told that pussy ass hoe, baby. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? Something happened to you when you was a baby. Because from what I see a little boy that's acting out because he wants attention, and something happened. So we need to dig deeper to see what's going on. And see, the problem is that we don't want to dig deeper because they, like you said, people like to push everything under the rug, especially being black. Nobody in the black community never wants to talk about the deep, dirty, dark secrets that really happen in the black families or in the black community. Nobody really wants to say that or talk about that.
Well, and I also
And I
think
will
that,
say,
and I hate to quote someone who is so off his rocker right now, but that's Kanye West. Years ago when Kanye was, his mother was still with us, and he was, that beautiful musician that we all come to admire back in the day. Kanye West said that, being raised by a single woman, sometimes I react the way that I do because that's the way that I saw a black woman react, right? Whether it was to a certain situation, because he's very emotional. And I think a lot of times for those of us that were raised in single homes with women, we bring a lot of emotion with us
right.
because that's what we're used to seeing. We didn't have a male figure around us to teach us how to really control our emotions and not move off our emotions, but to move off facts, move off, what's real and not just what you're feeling. You know what I mean? And as men, and I think that we have to start to learn that as we get older. I see you got something up there you want to say though.
Yeah, I want to kind of in that we have to understand that in single black single family homes that were in black women that were running the home. I was in a home where abuse was going on verbally and physically.
Oh yeah.
Right. So mine is a lot different from somebody's situation who was in a single parent home that did not experience or know what verbal or physical abuse was. And so we do have to make sure that my experience was different. I can relate to Chi going back to being molested and other things. But in my home, my mother chose a relationship with a crackhead.
Pause your thing, Bijan.
What's going on, Bijan?
What's up, everybody?
What's happening?
Right, ain't nothing happening. I just because when Bijan get in here, that shit be going to cracking and popping and licking and sticking.
Don't you give Bijan.
But go ahead.
That's what I was saying. I was adding to your single family.
But like I told you, I had to pull you together because me personally, I don't like confrontation. And if I love you and we friends and family, bitch, and you or somebody else who I love getting into an argument, bitch, I don't like none of that. So bitch, I'm at both of y'all. But when I see the aggressive person is you're the aggressive person, and the other person is trying to diffuse the situation and trying to calm the situation down, and you still over there acting out. No, baby, something happened to you when you were younger. So we need to talk about that. We need to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because you need to learn how to separate the two. Or bitch, when you feel some type of motherfucking way, bitch, tell your partner, hey, this is what's going on, and this is what's triggering me, this, and this is what's going on right there. Because all that acting out, sometimes my mama said, well, wherever you act out, you get your ass whooped there. So you act out at the grocery store, you will get your ass whooped at the grocery store.
But hold on, because I want to make something very clear. I didn't know that was a trigger. You have been around us for a minute, and it wasn't that. But
listen, not that.
Thing,
I watch. I'm very observant.
No. I'm saying, in what you're saying, you're right. You're correct, right? But I didn't recognize that particular instance was a trigger, and we've been together for a while. That occurred, but when you're with someone, that's why it's so important to have open communication about things that happened in the past and what triggers are. So
and
you
listen,
know,
and your problem, not your problem. Most people's problem is when it comes time to run their mouth, they don't want to talk. But bitch, when the bitch don't want to hear what you're talking about, that's when you want to talk about it. So if I bring it, say let's lay all this shit. What I have with my friends, me and my friends, bitch, we have If we on the phone more than an hour, like if we on the phone for 30 minutes, bitch, we started telling the truth. Hey, so what's also so we have truth for hour. So friend, tell me how you been feeling. Because this was like I said the other week, like I said Monday in motivational Monday, bitch, a relationship, any relationship is like a friendship, especially a friendship. You know what I'm saying? It's like a relationship without sex. But if you and your partner are together, it's a relationship. So you want to do anything to keep your partner. So by you trying to keep your partner, you need to let your partner, hey, whoa, listen. My thing is when you're in a relationship and you fuck around, babe, I jacked off at work last week. I'm sorry. Boom. Be real.
Stupid.
Babe, I wanted my meat at work and I got on jet, but it ain't work out for me. Be real with your partner. I feel like if you be more real with your partner, and your partner could try to help you with these desires or try to help, try to make the relationship last or make it, to where you want it. Nobody ain't gonna know what you want if you don't talk about what you want. You know what I'm
But
saying? Like,
but
I
I
don't
think
know.
you gotta do that from the beginning though, Chi Chi. You gotta show up as your true authentic self from the beginning
But
because
listen, Mike, you can't go, especially when it comes to sex. A bitch ain't with all that freaky shit. So you be scared to show a
but you
bitch your
need but
freakiness.
no, but you need to be honest though.
I
If
know that, but see, if you tell her, listen, now if you tell a bitch ain't with that freaky shit, them hoes gonna. I'm not. Sorry.
I understand it, but that's where cheating comes in because you not being true about what your true sexual desire. If you truly want 12 down your throat and you messing with me and I'm only coming through with whatever, then eventually
But what
you
you
are
coming
going to
through
need to
with though?
satisfy that though.
But
TS
what
says
you?
that all the time. If you can't sexually satisfy me, I am going to cheat on you.
You're right.
And the fact is that we are not open and honest enough in the beginning to say
Bijan, come off mute.
sexually, this is what I want to be to satisfy me.
So listen, sometimes you can't tell a bitch I want you to pee on me right there in the beginning.
You so true, but that's true.
No.
But at some point,
I don't know.
you do have to, like, you have to be. We have what we call in our marriage, honestly, no
Girl, listen now,
bullshit.
we offer y'all. We gonna bitch, come on now.
I'm
That hoe
just
was talking about
saying.
her marriage and hers, and girl, we Go ahead, Bijan. Let Bijan come through. Let
The
Bijan say
only
his
thing I
piece.
can really say, the only other piece I can put into it is that I was with a man for 8 years, and I came into it having so many different ideas of what a relationship should be or how it should be ran. Shit, in the words of Diana Ross, I had to find out who was the boss, straight up. And when we got together, the one thing that we didn't do is we wasn't friends with each other. We would see each other here and there in Charlotte, and it would, the meeting and the connection was always cool, but we never took the time to actually date and get to know each other. And you know, not wanting to be like my mother and father, I tried everything in the book to try to be better than them, and it ultimately caused me to lose my man at the same token.
Girl, wait, hold on. It was a comment that came across my screen, and it said, "Xavier, so get your sister." LOL from Silent X Radio. Let me tell you something, slut hoe. You would get on here and you would just go. So I gotta let other girls come tell their story because girl, you would get on here and girl, she would talk us to death in life, and we'll still be here.
Actually, you
Go
must be
ahead,
out of work.
Bijan. Back to you,
But yeah,
Bijan.
but yeah, so because we didn't do that and we didn't build that foundation from the beginning, I think it allowed for us to really fall out of love with each other. There were I'd say different seasons in our relationship, and we went through all of them. And just this last season, that's when we broke up. October will make it a year. We still live together. We still function together. Um, and like he wants to do the whole friendship thing. It's hard for me to do that because our friendship is very much so like our relationship was as far as the time that we spend with each other. So it's hard to really move on when all you know is that person, and then you feel like you're doing a disservice to them by kind of stepping out because all you know is what you're used to. You know that when you get off of work, y'all gonna smoke and chill, y'all gonna watch our shows and do other things. But I will say this too: being in a relationship with him allowed me to see myself how other people see me, and it allowed for me to start to do the work on myself and try to get myself back right. Because I didn't know that I had so many underlying issues that I had carried from being a child because they were so swept under the rug that
Oh my
when
God, Bijan, where did you learn that from too as well?
I learned that from a young man named Chi
Oh
Chi.
my God, thanks, Bijan. Thank you so much.
No, you're very welcome. I
And
mean,
I
I just
told Bijan, and when I told Bijan, I said, because Bijan used to call me, and when me and Bijan used to talk, Bijan used to get so emotional. He used to get real full, and he used to make me feel some type of way to see him, in such a place like that. And I told Bijan, I said, Bijan, I love you, but Bijan, I can't see you in this such a place. So I said, I want you to get you a journal. And I said, in your journal, you write how you feel and what's been going on. And guess what Bijan did? Bijan got him a motherfucking journal, and Bijan be writing. And
now I will
sometimes,
say I don't write in it every day, but
right.
when I feel like I'm at the point where I'm about to, then I will write in it because I don't want to step out of character.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we as people we don't have nobody to talk to, so bitch write or just walk or bitch get you a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we need that. Because sometimes we feel like we're drowning and the water is here and we don't have no escape.
The crazy thing about it is when I was younger and I had a life that didn't, like, when you get older, you start to realize that life takes living, and living is work. You know what I'm saying? When you're young and you're under your parents' house or you're under someone's house and someone's taking care of you and providing for you, you're really not working. So when you write in a journal at that stage in life, a lot of shit that you write in there is real trivial. It's real stupid. It's real stuff that you just have on your mind and it's just there. When you get older and you actually got shit going on with you and you got shit that need to be put to paper, it's hard to do it because you're telling yourself sometimes that the stuff that you want to put down is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you shouldn't feel that way, or maybe you should be ashamed to feel that way. And that just comes from loving yourself. It was hard for me to learn, and I'm still in the process of learning how to love myself and what exactly does that mean. Because I was so used to growing up with and having cancer, and I'm saying this to say that this played a big role in my relationship. Having cancer, you're so used to everyone putting down and stopping what they're doing and checking on you, and you being the main priority. When you get older, you start to realize that those social skills that you should have learned at a young age, you didn't develop them, and it really will affect your relationship because you won't have that communication. You know what I mean? You won't learn how to adapt to another person being in your life and sharing that 50-50 or 80-20 or however you see fit to divide the relationship. You won't be adapt to it because you're not used to having that part being taught to you. So, like I said, a lot of times being in the relationship and just getting into different arguments with him, even though the arguments may have been stupid, it still showed me a lot about myself and a lot of things that were underlying that I didn't know was there until I got with him.
Hold on, sweetie, because they said we stalling. Give me 1 second, girl. I don't know what's going on with Miss Motherfucking what you call this?
Miss motherfucking StreamYard.
That yes, girl. I had zoned that. Hold on 1 second. Let me remove all y'all. Hold on. Praise. We're gonna pray on this.
Message. Message, bitch. Message, hoe. Pussy ass hoe, message. Message, bitch.
Come out. Oh, bend it over, bucket wide.
Oh, probably got something to do with YouTube. What happened to Mike? Oh, they might go. It probably got something to do with YouTube, y'all. Y'all, I mean, not YouTube, but Scream, y'all. Y'all know Scream, y'all is T.I. motherfucking Reese Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Bijan, I'm glad you came through. You shared your story, and this is just a topic that somebody wanted to talk about today. She inboxed me today and said she wanted to talk about relationship and healing. You have something to say, Eugene? What? Are you leaving? We can't hear you.
Bye, Eugene.
You were saying bye because what? Girl, bye, girl. Call me. Keep my pussy.
I want to say too that it has not been easy getting over my ex. Um, I still want to be with him at the end of the day, and I feel like outside of like working on my own personal shit, I still want to be with him because we didn't have anything physically or verbally abusing. You know what I'm saying? The nigga never blacked my eye. He never stole my car. He never fucked one of my friends. He never, you know what I'm saying? Like we did have a little bit of infidelity in there, but it was it was because I believe we had ran our course because we didn't come into it prepared. I feel like if we both do the work on each other and we
I
both
know.
start from scratch, then I feel like we could build a better foundation. And that's the main reason why I still want to be with him. But I'm learning too that it doesn't work that way. And I'm learning too that he could have did things a totally different way because he broke up with